Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, a robust good morning. I love it. Thank you for being here. I have to start off with that. It's not often that we have the opportunity to support young people who are doing such a dynamic job. And this city intern program has been one that has been second to none and has been producing some really wonderful young professionals into our industry, which is why the program was created in the first place. And out of the many attendees to the conference, you saw fit to be here with them this morning to show them your support and to buy into the future. We just talked a little bit about that. Well, we've talked a lot about that throughout the conference, how we can support our program and how we can really engage more. And so I want to thank you all for taking that first step, a first immediate step today. I'm not going to be before you long. I will go ahead and turn the program over to the young people so that they can get started with their presentation. And so I will turn this over to Lydia Carter.
Good morning, everybody, and again, thank you for being here. As Maxine said, my name is Lydia Carter, and we are the City Intern Class of 2017, and this is our project. And in this project, we'll be talking about our experiences, some things that we've noticed that maybe we can help improve, what the interns ourselves can do to kind of expand Compto and get the word out, and some really cool projects that are going on. So I'm going to pass it over to Raquel.
So, hi everybody, my name is Raquel Harris. I work for Michigan Department of Transportation. I'm in my senior year at Michigan State University studying material science engineering, and I'm with the Michigan chapter. So being a materials science major, I didn't really think that I had a place in transportation. So I started working at MDOT and realized they had a materials lab that I could work in, and I went there and I liked it, but I just figured that was all there was to do. And then I joined Compto, and I got exposed to so many other fields and so many other places that I could be working. And I learned more about the automotive field and the transportation field. And I think that I found a place for me, and I see a path here for my future, and I owe that to Compto. So thank you all for that experience.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rodrika Grant. I'm a senior mass communications major at Savannah State University. I currently intern at the Jacksonville Transportation Authority, and I'm with the Jacksonville chapter. So I have thoroughly enjoyed my internship at the Jacksonville Transportation Authority this summer, and I have taken very valuable experience away from that, despite working in a field that's not related to my major. As my internship draws to a close, I reflect back on all I have learned, and I realize what an awesome experience this has been. So I want to thank all of you guys for that.
Hello, everyone. I'm Willie Silva Jr. I attend New Jersey Institute of Technology, electrical engineer, entering my 4th year. So for me, as an electrical engineer, I never thought transportation, I knew signals and power that went into transportation systems, especially living in the New York area. Oh, I work for LTK, the Brooklyn office. And then, so I knew how MTA and NYCT and NJ Transit all use substations and power and signaling to make all the trains work and run from one place to the other. But I never thought, one big aspect that I've been learning is safety. I learned the circuits have fail-safes just in case anything goes wrong. I actually got to go on the field. I got track safety certified, and it's just incredible how any little mistake can cause the lives of millions, the lives of a little bit, or even cause your own life. So I'm really thankful for that, learning how safety is so important on the work field, especially in transportation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Diamond Estep. I'm a senior computer science major at Bennett College. I currently intern for DC Department of General Services, and I'm with the DC chapter. This internship, it's a new experience for me. I have never had any experience in transportation. I had no idea what all entailed in transportation, but I have learned that I can relate my major to transportation industry. Within my internship, I have been placed on an infrastructure project. So I work on the St. Elizabeth Mental Hospital, and we are currently working on building new roads. The biggest thing that I can take away from this internship experience is, as I go out on a construction site every day and I see the ground building up from foundation, it has taught me to build a strong foundation within my career. Then I'll be able to grow. And from that, another thing I've learned was yesterday I heard Mr. Whitney say, chase opportunity, not money. That's definitely opened my eyes because it, has inspired me to, come in this industry I knew nothing about. Thank you for this opportunity.
Good afternoon. Well, was it afternoon? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So I'm Malik Howard. I'm currently interning at DC Department of Transportation with Ms. Suzette Robinson. And I just want to basically summarize all of our experience. So obviously we come from different educational backgrounds. I'm not an engineer by trade. I'm an information systems management major. We got engineers, we have communications majors, business majors. And with all that being said, our tactical skills aren't necessarily the same, but the experience from a consensus standpoint is that we are all honing our soft skills. And that's, I heard in a lot of workshops that that's one of the most important assets to have. Also, just the everyday experience of waking up early in the morning every day. This is really advancing not advancing, but giving ourselves priorities, and can't stay out late. We're learning the ropes on how to be an adult, and sitting at a desk for 8 hours like my friend here mentioned. I'm sorry. It's Jasmine, sorry. So just piggybacking off of, having multiple different backgrounds in education, I just wanted to say that I think it's good. Some people may have not been placed where they thought they would be, and I consider that a positive because wearing multiple hats is going to build a foundation to become a manager, to become, get those executive positions. So this conference isn't just about, networking, trying to get a job. We're emerging leaders. So I just think that was, no matter what anyone is doing, just accepting we're taking it on the challenge.
Hello, everyone. My name is Payal Goswami. I am a third-year business administration major at the University of California, Irvine. I work for the Orange County Transportation Authority for the Southern California chapter. We are going to take a little turn, and we are going to start talking about the ways in which we can improve this internship program. But before we talk about that, I would like to acknowledge that this program is absolutely incredible. We do not mean to be disrespectful. We are merely suggesting new ideas because there is always room for improvement with everything that we do. There's always room for improvement. So the first area of improvement that we would like to talk about is in regards to the application. Currently, the application is presented on the CompTIA website, and every chapter is responsible for marketing the opportunity on their own. This is currently being done through mainly social media platforms. But this is not enough. Actually, in the past few years, we have had to extend the application deadline multiple times because we don't have many students applying for the internship. And this only hurts us in the long run because we need people to take over and continue moving us forward. We have come up with two possible ideas to help fix this problem. In regards to the first idea, not every chapter is currently hosting an intern, so we can reach out to them and convince them to do so. This could be a potential project for people who are interested in communications or outreach. The second idea is actually something that we interns can do. After this internship, most of us are going back to school. During this upcoming winter or spring, each of us can establish an information booth one day and just tell people about our experience and encourage them to apply. This year we have a very small family. There are only 22 of us this year. And that's great because it has allowed us to get to know each other on a closer level. But every student in this room has been positively impacted by this program. And we need to do that for as many students as possible. Even if we have 23 interns next year, that's amazing because that's one extra person who gets to benefit from this program. And that is amazing in and of itself because we have no idea what that one student will accomplish in their lifetime. We have the power to inspire students and help them choose their career path. And we need to use this power to its full potential. And obviously, it is easier said than done, but if we can implement these new outreach ideas, then we can meet our goal.
Hello, my name is Kosi Okiki. I'm a mechanical engineering major at Texas Tech University, and I'm with the Houston chapter of Conto. Talking about things that can be improved, I think that there's a couple like reoccurring organizations that are featured here, such as like the Department of Transportation, Metro, AECOM. I just think it would be a little bit better if there were more organizations that we were working with. We do too. Fair enough. And I also think it would be beneficial if people that are not STEM majors, if they were able to, let's say like an accounting major, if they're able to shadow somebody who was an accountant who worked in the transportation industry. I just think it would be good if people that are not just engineers, they were able to do stuff that benefited them by having internships that worked with their major more closely, basically. That's really all.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tiara Shepard. I'm a civil engineering major at Prairie View A&M University, and thank you. And this is my second year interning with the Michigan Department of Transportation, and I am affiliated with the Michigan chapter. So my group's question was, how can interns help improve the future of Conto? One of our answers was providing future leaders for the organization, those future leaders being us right here. We can do this by continuing to attend meetings and conferences and also staying very active in our respective chapters. By doing all of these things, we learn the importance of keeping Conto's mission alive and in practice. Also, we believe we can achieve this by keeping that relationship close with the board members, the chapter presidents, and even the organization members, because you all will be eventually passing the torch to us, and we know you expect big things from our generation. So that also ties in with having those essential mentor-mentee relationships, because there will be times where we have questions and we won't be able to get those answers from Google or from a textbook. So you guys will be we'll be looking towards you guys for some guidance. So within this program, you guys will be molding us into the future leaders we need to be for Conto. Our second idea, which is actually my favorite. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. Our second idea, which happens to be my favorite, is creating student chapters at our colleges and universities. The benefits from these chapters would be providing students with firsthand exposure to the industry of transportation and making aware of all of the opportunities in the transportation in the transportation industry that many of us didn't know about before we even came. It also prepares students for their careers by implementing programs that help with resume building, professionalism, interviewing skills, and so basically professional development. The students will also receive opportunities to meet with industry leaders and also other students from around the nation. So networking, what we've been talking about this whole entire time at this conference. So in a nutshell, student chapters are important because they help support an organization's mission and is a great way to incorporate mentoring programs with professionals and upper and underclassmen. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiara. Hello, everyone. My name is Jessica Chan. Sorry. I'm a sophomore at Boston University studying finance and broadcasting. Sorry. And this is my first internship ever with Massport in Boston. So I'm just going to be continuing on what Tiara started, outlining how interns can propel the future of ComTo. And as you heard before, we have a really diverse background here. We come from different schools, different ages, ethnicities, upbringings. So we can really contribute to the conversation and bring in a new perspective. And additionally, since ComTo came into our lives at a really crucial time, we're beginning our careers right now, we're looking at what we want to do. I think we're some of the best candidates to help bring ComTo's traditions and their messages into the future. So thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mamadou Diallo. I'm a senior in mechanical engineering at Temple University. Yeah, so I will just add up to what TR said about opening new student chapter in school, because personally I have a really great experience, and I will take example of Chanel Mack and Asia Robinson, who are very advocated about ComTo program because they put it into school. I mean, they tell us about how ComTo improved their life and how it changed their career. So I think it will be a best example to do that. And also, as an intern in AECOM, ComTo is well known at AECOM because of these two ladies. So I think, yeah, it will be a great example to have new student chapters on campuses and also talk about it at your job and in your internships. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Rashida Muhammad. I go to the University of Illinois at Chicago. I am a senior in civil engineering, and I work for MDOT with the Michigan chapter. So I'm going to talk about how we can shed light on issues that it says may not apply to other generations, but I'm going to change it, and that other generations might not be able to see. Us coming in as new students, just out of college, we might not have as much experience and background in the transportation industry, which allows us to basically come and bring more innovative ideas and to come with a fresh mind and a fresh plate and use the experience from those who have been in the transportation industry to further it along. Also, considering that a lot of us grew up in the technological age, we are able to use our background in technology to basically further advance the smart cities and bring it along. And we also add diversity to the workplace, considering that all of us come from different backgrounds, ages, majors, schools. We add diversity to the workplace. So that's it for me.
Hey everyone, my name is Jeevan Vedanagam. I study electrical engineering at Eastern Washington. Let's see, let me change the slide. Okay, good. When I started out, I was probably 11 years old, opening up computers and looking at electronics, but over the years, I found that So when I started out, I was opening up computers and looking at their guts, trying to put them back together. But over the years, I found that electronics is really quite a diverse field, and I never actually thought that it goes into trains, but it does. And some of the systems are quite advanced, especially when you get to signaling. But I'm here to talk to you about how sound transit has progressed over the years. No, okay. That's not good. Okay. So we only started. We started our program really late. So only in 2009 did the light rail open up, and well, ever since then we've been growing quickly. And in fact, so many people have been trying to teach me stuff that they can't get done in time. So it's been a great opportunity to grow. But currently, we are working on ST3, and that is a funding package which got approved last year. We really had to fight for that, and it got approved. So we're going to have another 26 years and $54 billion in the project. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm just going to recap some of the past projects. Over in University Link, we were going to go under the university, so we had to make sure that their laboratories weren't get affected. So there's a lot of vibration studies done and a lot of negotiations with the University of Washington, Seattle, so that that was put in place correctly. And now that we have it, it's a pretty artistic station and pretty nice to look at. Sorry. One other cool thing about Seattle is we are the only tunnel system that has both the buses and the trains running together. So the buses they have these signaling systems, or they have lights, which basically they're a secondary response, and there's also some stop signs and ramps which open and close for the buses. But next year we're going to close all that off, and it's going to be a exclusive sound transit property. So basically only the trains can go through. Okay, the last thing I'd like to talk about is a floating bridge project, which we have the first project to put a train over water. And this is going to be connecting Seattle and Bellevue, which are two big cities. And basically what we had to do, because we can't drill into the concrete ballast, we had to tie them together using steel. So it was interesting. But other than that, I'm done. Thank you.
Sometimes I think Paul is just a little too smart for his own good. Can we give another round of applause for this guy? I love this guy. Like, the progression that he's made is actually, like, incredible since he started here, so I think we're all just really proud of him. Okay, but I'm supposed to be talking about the Second Ave extension up in New York. It's important at all, but I just want to, like, kind of reflect on my own time here as well. Not to be self-centered, but I live in Baltimore, and I moved up to New York just because my best friend lives there, and I love the public transit system there, and that's pretty much my passion. I ride my bike every day to work, and it's just something that I love, and it's something I don't get up in Baltimore. So I want to thank Compto for really helping me out with relocating and just being a part of my life, and it's something I'll never forget. But all right, thank you. back to this. First phase, oh, Griffin Frank, sorry. No, I'm passionate about Jeeve as well. No, Morgan State, if there's any Bears. I'm used to like someone with the Go Bears thing, but no, estimated, thank you. Estimated cost for like the whole, there's 4 phases. They finished the first one January 1st. Huge outcome or community outreach for that, and it was super popular. Parties involved, MTA, ACOM, ARUP, WSP, and Paco Technologies, who I'm working for. I don't see Frank here, Otero, but I want to thank him. Relieves congestion on on Lexington Ave. No, the main thing about the I'm gonna just wing this. No, I was a late fill-in substitute because somebody dropped out, so I'm like kind of all over the place. Sorry. No. If I had a map, it would be a lot easier. But on the west side of Central Park, they have 3 lines, and it's predominantly white over on those neighborhoods. And on the east side, there's only 1 line, and this is where 2nd Avenue is. And it's kind of just like environmental injustice. You have families that are, I want to say like, because of transit, that's why it's predominantly white, and because of transit, it's thriving and flourishing over on that side. Gentrification may be to blame, but with this 2nd Avenue extension, I feel like it's really changing the game for us. It's uplifting us. Oh, touch it? Oh, okay. So it's really something that's important for the future of economic development for not just New York City, but minorities, especially in New York City, for us to grow and just flourish. And I'm really passionate about that, and I'm hopeful that you can take that away from what I'm saying. So thank you.
Good morning. My name is Kanad Diadar. I'm a 2nd-year civil engineering student at Georgia Tech, and I guess I'm here kind of to talk about what's next. So the really exciting thing about these 2 projects that these 2 gentlemen just shared is that they're really just a small sampling of what's going on around the country. As you can see in this graphic provided by the Transport Politic, there are billions and billions of dollars being spent in cities all across the country, providing opportunity for young professionals and for everybody in this room in this field. In particular, I think some of our interns were very lucky because they got to work in areas or with organizations that were dealing with some of these remarkable infrastructure projects. So obviously Sound Transit and New York MTA, major projects up there. LA Metro just passed Measure M in November, which will fund a huge expansion of their light rail system. DC Metro is extending its Silver Line to Dulles International. I know I'm preaching to the choir here, you guys know about these things, but I think it's important to reinforce just how much is going on in this field. Even in San Antonio with Via Metro, they're exploring bringing in light rail to a previously bus-only system, and you can see this growth everywhere, which is incredibly exciting. Even outside of what our interns got to experience, rail projects are taking place in North Carolina with commuter rail between Durham and Raleigh. MassDOT and the Twin City Transit Authority, or Metro Transit, are both extending what they call their own green lines. In Honolulu, light rail is coming in a very significant project because I think it's the first of its kind in Hawaii. And then for our Canadian friends right across the river, in Toronto, they're building a light rail line called the Eglinton Crosstown, which should help alleviate a lot of the congestion that Toronto faces. I'd like to say that I know I've been focusing, or at least this part of the presentation has entirely been focused on transit-related projects. Of course, roadway, highway, ports are all there and all presenting opportunities, but I think aviation, right. Ports, airports, everything. But I think right now we are in the formative stages of a new era of urban transportation, where the densification of our cities and the so-called urban renaissance term that everybody likes to throw around is really changing the way we move people across the country. And these transit projects are all part of that because, of course, as we know, historically, public transit has always served disadvantaged minority communities, whereas, hate to say it, but highways have kind of destroyed those bonds in cities. And this kind of recognition of the power of community and social equity as it relates to transportation engineering is something that cannot be underestimated, because it is fundamentally transforming the way we live, the way we work, and the way we move everywhere. So I think I'd like to conclude by saying that the city internship has given all of us an invaluable experience with these infrastructure projects that are transforming the country. Through this program, we have been exposed to the people, the organizations that, as Comto likes to say, are moving the nation.
Who are you with?
I'm interning with Sound Transit up in Seattle, so this has all been on my mind as of late. So I would like to thank all of you for hosting us here, and we definitely look forward to seeing you at conferences in the future for many years to come. Thank you. And if any of you have questions at this moment, we'd be glad to take them. I guess I should.
What's been your best experience just attending the conference this year?
Is this for everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
Whoever, just anyone. No, let's meet. Yeah, we can just pass the mic.
All right, so my experience, first off, I want to thank everybody. My name is Khalil Wilson. I'm working with Via Metro. I'm in Houston, though. I attend Purdue A&M. So with this conference, I've done so much networking, so much. Like, so let me get back to the topic. The best thing, so far I already got three offers for next summer. Yeah, so I got Seattle, Atlanta, and two in Atlanta, one in Seattle. So this, I thank Comto for everything. It's amazing. Thank you.
Over there.
Good morning, everyone. I am Simeon Hill. I attend Florida Agricultural Mechanical University, and my major is business administration with a concentration in finance. This summer, I've been interning with Tampa Hillsborough Expressway Authority. And my experience here, I would probably have to say, came from yesterday. Rod Slater came to speak with us, and he talked about his life story. And I just want to say that I think that impacted me so much. I think he is probably the most motivational speaker I've ever got a chance to listen to. And I feel like my career, even though it's starting, it just elevated a ton just by listening to him. And I think just by talking about how the most important story is your story, and I think that helped all of us individually. So I just have to say that. And another part, I'd like to thank all of you for supporting us. Even though it's the last day, you came here to hear us speak. And one last thing, Maxine, Brandy, Charles, all of you. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts. Like, you helped us. Oh, Dante, I'm sorry. I don't want to forget anybody, but I feel like from the bottom of our hearts, you helped us amazing. Through emails, this is the first time. this is the first time we actually got to, yeah. But through the email, you know what I mean, you stayed in touch with us, you helped us. I just have to thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Yared Shila. I'm from Seattle Sound Transit, the University of Washington. It's an amazing experience. I didn't know Compton was this big in the nation. And I mean, when I got the internship, I tried to research about Compton, and I couldn't find information online. But when I came to the nationals, it's very big, and I'm so impressed. And I'll tell to other friends and relatives to involve in this department. And yeah, thank you very much.
All right, I'm Lydia, mechanical engineering major, so one of my favorite moments from this conference was getting to talk to Edward Welburn, who worked with GM, and going to Toyota, because my concentration is high performance vehicles, so I'm super into cars, so I was like a little fangirl that day. So, I mean, I loved it. And I also got to speak to this gentleman from King County Metro in Seattle, Washington, and I was kind of struggling to find my place as a mechanical engineer in transportation, finding something that wouldn't kind of veer away from high performance vehicles, because that's a passion of mine. And he kind of explained to me about high speed transit, so like magnetic trains and all those types of things, and how in Asia, like high speed for them is 250 miles an hour, and here it's like 85. And kind of like for us young people kind of striving to get up to those speeds. So I never thought about that, and that kind of just gave me some insight, and that was really great. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. I work at DDOT, the best place in the world. Suzette, man. Thank you. Thank you. Any more questions?
Oh,
Marie? Did I do? I'm sorry, Marie. Here you go.
Hi everyone, my name is Marie Pichai. I'm a senior at UC Berkeley studying sustainable environmental design. I would say that one of the best experiences for me at this conference so far has been the last 3 workshops that we attended yesterday. Someone came to talk to us about the importance of having a plan and having a written plan, and that's something that I have been struggling with, is articulating my goals, especially as a senior. It can get scary thinking about the next step. I've been pushing it away, don't want to think about grad school, don't want to think about becoming an adult, but that has really... So after that workshop yesterday, the workshop yesterday really helped inspire me and remind me what I want to do in life, and remind myself that I deserve to track my goals and I deserve to elevate myself with my career. So that has been really wonderful, especially to see you all. I'm really inspired to hear all of your stories, and I really enjoy being with all of you. So thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Winston Zamber. I'm interning with MDOT, Michigan chapter. Well, actually, I want to say this conference for me personally has been an inspiration, I would say. I'd want to say this is my very first professional conference I've actually ever attended in my entire life. And what I see from all of you has just really inspired me to know that, you know what, the sky is just not the limit. There is so much that I can actually do and actually achieve. I'm at the stage in life where I have to take so much decisions, certain critical decisions concerning my career and what I want to do, because I'm one of those guys who is not certain with what I want to do. So with the workshops, with the conferences, I've got the answers, and most of us can agree that we had questions and we found the answers. And what's actually heartwarming for me also is to see the work that you are doing in this world, in this country, and mainly to see that, you know, you guys, what are doing is like you're sowing a seed only for us to be the fruits of the works that you're doing. I see you all talking about it's when I look at it, it's Like you're doing service, some of the work you're not even gonna see. You're talking about the automatic, like autonomous vehicles that have 40 years. Anybody who thinks is gonna leave 40 years and over, raise their hand. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, but anyway, we are so thankful. We are really thankful and grateful very much.
Can we give these interns a round of applause? I would also like to do something really impromptu. If there are any previous interns in the room, can you join me up front really quickly, please? I want you all to see the return on your investment. This might be the 2017 class, but these are members of previous classes who are now fully employed, fully engaged in the transportation industry, and it's been because of your ongoing support. I'm going to give them the mic to give their name, do their thing. Same information as we always give. Your name, who you with, and what they're doing now.
And what year you were in?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, shoot. I'm messing stuff up back here.
Good afternoon. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Dante Flood, and I actually started in 2014. That's when my career started with Comto. I was a shadow for the 2014 Atlanta conference, and the interns were struggling with their project. And as a shadow, I really didn't have to help them, but for some reason, something told me to help them. So in that process, I ended up helping them with the project by designing a futuristic metro bus and presented it as the conclusion for the project. And everyone loved it. And because I took that initiative, that's why I'm here today. And so since then, thank you. So since then, I've been with Comto 2015 during the Boston conference. Yeah, the Boston conference. And I was interning with First Transit. And then the following year, 2016, I came back again for the Dallas conference, which by the way was hot. And I also interned with First Transit. And so I come here today, and right now I am working at the Compton National Office, working under Miss Brandy Williams. She is the woman, she is amazing, and I appreciate her very much. And I just want to say thank you to you all for allowing us to be here yet again, because I love Compton. Y'all are family. I brag about you all to my friends all the time. They always say, who's Compton? Who's Compton? Man, y'all gonna learn today. But I really enjoy this organization. I love working with everyone, and most importantly, I'm speechless. The interns, y'all did such a great job on the project. That was amazing. And I love y'all. I love y'all so much. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jasmine Narcisse. I live in Philadelphia, the Philadelphia chapter. I think I might be the OG intern up here, right? Okay. So I was with the 2011 intern class, and I definitely got my start through Compto. I met my first employer at this conference when I came in 2011. So I really appreciate the family and the network that I've built through this conference. I started out working for a small business, and now I work for Jacobs in the Philadelphia office. And yesterday I gave my first workshop at this conference. Thank you. So I certainly appreciate the network and the family that I've built here. This always feels like a family reunion. So I really do love mostly all of you in the room. Maybe not the people I don't know. Not the people I don't know. I love y'all too. I love y'all too. Yeah. Just the people. Okay, y'all know what I meant. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Garrison Ushery from Atlanta, Georgia. Anybody from Atlanta here? No? Oh, okay, all right. I joined Compto in 2014 as a city intern, and I was working with FTA in Atlanta. Great experience. Compto has really changed my life, definitely. Just you all are a second family to me, for real. The connections have been amazing. I'm still in contact with a lot of my Compto people. And the interns, congratulations to you all as well. Make sure you take advantage. These people are great. They're here to help you. And make sure you definitely talk to them. And right now I'm at Georgia Tech, and I graduate in May. And I'm currently interning with GDOT right now.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Asia Robinson. I was a city intern 2014 with AECOM in the Philadelphia office. Woo woo. So I guess just to put it in perspective, it was a 10-week program, of course, but me having an additional year, I was basically in the supervisor's office, I think from the second week, Can I have a job during the school year too? So from there, it ended up leading into, part-time work, still taking classes, etc. I actually had 2 jobs my last 2 semesters, but up until actually going to graduation, they gave me the offer about 2 days before. So it was a blessing, and it was a bit of a surprise. I was bugging them for the job, but I didn't know if they were going to give it to me, honestly. But they did, and I really appreciate the fact that they're continuing that AECOM Compto NESB legacy, honestly. I was a member of NESB when I was in school as an engineering major, so having Chanel following my footsteps, having Mamadou come behind her, it's unbelievable, honestly. It's like I never anticipated it to be what it is, but this family made me who I am under any circumstance. Like, that's some real stuff. Like, you made me who I am. So what I want to do is I want to challenge the interns to pay it forward, because without them, I wouldn't be here. And I wanted to make sure you all were good. So make sure people behind you have the same opportunities, because that's really what it's all about. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chanel Mack. I'm currently a senior studying civil engineering at Temple University. I'm a part of the Compto Philadelphia chapter, the best chapter, yes. So I'm class of 2016. I interned with AECOM, and I basically continue my internship part-time after that, which is really great. So I'm interning with AECOM right now in the OCS department, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And it was really nice working with being on the city intern committee to be a part of this. So thank y'all for, bringing me in, I actually love all of you in the room, so thank you.
Thank you all.
I love you all too.
I just want to bring special attention to Garrison. He's actually here because he's a scholarship recipient this year as well. Oh, and Chanel also. I'm going to wrap this up because we do need to move on to the next program. But I do want to challenge all of you in the room to make sure that as part of your succession planning, that you consider having a city intern. The whole purpose of this is to help fast track and help our minority students to get positioned and to make sure that we are addressing the gap that exists between those of us who are senior, mid-level, and also those that are incoming. So this is an opportunity for us to really wrap our arms around the young folks that are exceptional and bring them into our organizations and position them. And before I close out, we're going to have some words from, of course, our president, our board chair, and Brandy, who oversees the national program.
One of the things I want to do, and I know that Warren and I both do this, I want to make sure that we're recognizing our committee chairs, Charles, Maxine, and the committee members. So, committee members, please stand. All your committee members, please stand. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Let me do one thing here, and there's somebody that just came in the room I want to acknowledge because she's here, is the Deputy Secretary of the State of Virginia's Department of Transportation, Grinley Johnson. She didn't know I was going to do this, but Grinley Johnson's right there, all right? And for all of you young people, she's running the State Department of Transportation in Virginia, and she's doing a bang-up job, okay? I just want to make sure that y'all see her, take the time to speak to her and talk to her about her experiences as well. So as we go forward, I didn't get the chance, and you know, if y'all know Miss Williams, Miss Brandy Williams here, she's all shy. She always wants to kind of not get in the limelight, but I want to make sure that I acknowledge the efforts of Brandy Williams, okay? All right. Brandy, just say something else.
I just want to echo what everyone else has said, which is thank you for taking time out of your schedule today to come and watch the Interns' group project. I think they did a phenomenal job on that project. And I just love the fact that they had ideas about ways to improve this program. I think we all know how important this program is. We're really helping to prepare the next, set of leaders in the industry. And all of you contribute to that. So I'm so appreciative for you being here, taking the time to talk with the interns. And of course, I'm just really excited that we have two phenomenal co-chairs, Maxine and Charles, of just taking this and run with it. Their leadership of this committee is really what's made it go. And then also, of course, I want to thank our president as well as our chair for COMTO, because without you guys, this program also would not be possible. So thank you for your leadership in allowing us to run this program in this way and giving us your guidance and support. So thank you. Thank you all.
I would like to take this opportunity just to explain two things. For years, this program was supported by the FTA. Okay, 2 years ago, we actually lost FTA funding. All right, politics is politics. So I want to thank the companies who thought it not robbery to step up, okay, and sponsor this program, so we have 22 students here, okay, all right? All right. So we can't lose sight of that. And the students made mention about they want to see more students. We are taking the charge to reach out to more companies and to those who have one to say we can get two next year. Those who have none, to at least get one, okay? Because we do believe each one reach one, teach one. That's what it's all about. The other part of Brad's charge, we're going back to the feds, okay, to see if we can re-engage them, okay, so that we can increase it that way. But it's very important, okay, you as students understand how this thing works. It's not that we don't want 500 interns, but it takes money. Okay, it takes money to run processes, it takes money to run programs, but even when the funding's not there, you have to be resourceful, and COMTO is that kind of an organization where we're going to do what it needs to get done to make sure things get done. So again, I thank those of you who worked on this program over the years. I thank those of you, the students of you who are now coming back to give back to them to see what you can do, okay? And I charge each and every one of you to keep holding us accountable, okay? Because we're holding you all accountable, all right? Because the plan is, in the next 5 to 6 years, you all will be standing up here telling us what you are doing, but also showing us who else you brought to the program, all right? So again, I thank you all for being here. I thank you all for what we're doing, and I think we have to move forward.
So thank you all for coming. Enjoy the rest of the conference.